covering music-related content of all genres, and it filters through Eastern Texas. We want you. Come and talk to me from Texarkana down to the coast, Dallas down to Houston, and everything in between. We are ETX ROCKS!
Hey everybody, this is Darren Morris, and we want to thank you guys for tuning in to the ETX ROCKS Show.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another great episode of the ETX ROCKS Show. This is Dig It with D Scribs, and we have a very special episode today. Now, one thing we're going to start doing is for those Texas artists out there with singles on the charts, if y'all want to promote it, this is the show to do it on. So the best way to reach us is our email, etxrocks@gmail.com. So today we have a very special guest. She is also working with ETX ROCKS. This is Hayley McDaniel.
How's it going, guys?
How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
So I got to go to the studio to hear this, but you have a single called Nashville Heartbreak.
That's right, yeah. Recorded it in Bullard, Texas at Studio 333 with
Chad Malden.
Chad the man. Yeah, you were there. It was a long but really fun process. So we got to hear all the oohs and ahs and the harmony.
The oohs were so fun.
It was a fun thing, yeah. I'm glad that y'all were there for that. It was a lot of fun.
So what number did this song debut on?
Well, it's been out 2 weeks. Actually, today is Friday, technically, and so the chart will come out again tonight. But as far as the very first debut week, we came in at 115.
Ooh.
Completely unknown singer-songwriter. I was super proud for that.
Oh yeah, you should be.
That's right there on the bubbling underside of the Texas Regional Radio Report. And then last week, we jumped up 12 spots to 103.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, see, y'all put my girl on. That's what I'm talking about.
That's right. Yeah.
So what would you say has been the funnest part about, releasing the song and going on this radio tour?
Doing what I'm doing right here, speaking with a lot of really cool people behind the scenes, and of course being a part of ETX ROCKS and getting to know everybody here in East Texas behind the scenes, and that's been a lot of fun. But going into studios and doing live performances on morning shows and a lot of stuff that I've never done before.
Right.
Yeah, that's been a lot of fun.
It's kind of like every musician's dream to get on the radio, right?
For sure, absolutely, and to know that people are responding well and really liking the song, and that's been a really cool.
And I wanted to thank you personally. You stole my guitars for this.
I did, Andrew.
But in return, she gave your boy a shout out on the radio.
That's right, on KMU. Yeah, actually, Mama T decided that she really liked Andrew and Red House Revival, so she invited you guys.
She called him Sexy Santa.
That was. I'm not really sure what that meant, actually.
I kind of have an idea.
Do you?
I think so.
Well, we keep this G-rated on the ETX ROCKS Show.
How.
Ho.
So last night, my band Red House Revival, we performed at the Cajun Steamer, and we had Hayley McDaniel come and sing Nashville Heartbreak.
Yeah.
And by the way, my mom is like a huge fan right now. She loved it so much. Oh,
She's so sweet. You know, it's funny, I was talking with Boston Chris outside, because I am so strange. Like, I'm still so new to performing and getting up, and, I'm a songwriter by nature. That's my so I'm used to being behind the camera and writing the songs and then having other people hopefully sing it. And it's strange. I found myself, like, if I'm in a huge crowd, like for instance in Nashville, was blessed to perform to a sold out crowd at the Listening Room Cafe. That was a big deal. I wasn't scared a bit.
Right.
You get me in front of like 10 to 15 to 30 people, and I'm like shaking like a leaf. So it either has to be like so many people that I don't really care.
Right.
Or 2 people. Otherwise, in between, I'm like, oh, it's kind of crazy. So I was a little scared.
See, it's kind of the opposite of me, because like when it's a little people, it's like, oh, okay, it's not that bad. I don't have a lot of people making judgments. But like the Gladewater Opry, right? So you and Honeycutt Slim, and like everybody judging Brad Mall, and then like all these people, Elvis Presley and Johnny Cash had been there. So like, and one I have really heavy boots on, so I'm like trying to work the stage.
Like cement blocks.
Yeah. It's like, hopefully they don't notice while I'm walking so slow.
You were awesome that night.
Thank you so much.
But you find it's it's different.
Right. But at the same time, too, I'm not a songwriter. Our band started out singing cover songs, so I'm just now kind of getting into songwriting, and I'm horrible at it.
No, you're not. I've heard a couple. He's horrible at it.
I want it to be, I don't know, I think I'd like it to be more like, make people think more. It's kind of straight to the point right now. But once I get deeper into it, which, by the way, Songtown, which she got me on.
Bam.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very helpful so far.
Good.
Thank you.
Good. Well, I'd love to write with you sometime. That'd be a lot of fun.
Great music. So what was the process of writing the song? Who did you all write it with and things like that?
My sister from another Miss Robin Brodsky, she's up in Boston, Massachusetts, and she is probably one of my absolute favorite people to write with, and she's a really great friend of mine now too. But she brought me the title, Nashville Heartbreak. And true story, we ended up writing 99% of the song within a day through email.
Wow.
So, and trust me, that's not like a normal process for writing a song.
Right.
You know, sometimes it all pours out like it did for Nashville Heartbreak. Or it can be Robin and I have 3 or 4 songs that are half written and have been for months, you know.
So do y'all send like video clips to each other?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And Robin is a very talented lyricist, and I tend to work well with lyricists because I love melodies, and so melodies come a little bit easier to me. And working with somebody like Robin is we just kind of mesh and work well together. So. Yeah.
So does this mean Hayley McDaniel has an album in the works?
Yes, I do. It's weird to even say that out loud. I can't even imagine that. Yeah, but it's actually going to happen. It's the album will be called Stand Tall, which is a song that will be on the album. I guess it'll be the title track to the album, Stand Tall. I wrote 2 years ago for my son for Autism Awareness Month.
Awesome.
And really that song, it kind of embodies the whole reason why I'm even doing what I'm doing. So it's kind of the catalyst for why I'm sharing music. So hoping that Chad Malden from Malden Productions will get her ready for me by the beginning of summer 2017. So.
And for those that don't know about Chad Malden and Studio 333, I mean, the dude does amazing work. It's a beautiful studio.
It's
gorgeous. There's even like a bed you can sleep in. They got coffee all day.
There's coffee. Lots of coffee.
And the equipment is on point. We saw Katie Lennon there, Hayley McDaniel. So, I mean, it's just great work. Darren Morris. Yeah.
He's actually recording a song that I wrote.
Really?
Yes, with a friend of mine, Jody Stewart Regner. She's in Houston, and then another co-writer. There's 3 of us. There's me, Jody, and Brian Sutherland, who is originally from Florida and now living in Nashville. Very talented singer-songwriter. And Darren is recording one of our songs called Anymore. So, and he's recording it with Chad Malden too.
So y'all look out for Darren Morris's Anymore.
That's right.
Help written by Hayley McDaniel.
That's right.
So we have a segment on here called What the Heck?
Oh.
And I've been trying to think of the best 5 questions to ask you that are super ridiculous.
All right.
So these are pretty crazy.
What the heck?
Right? So is it true that cannibals don't eat clowns because they taste funny?
I'm going to snort. Could you repeat the question?
Is it true that cannibals don't eat clowns because they taste funny?
I would think so.
Right?
Yeah, why? Yeah, they definitely taste funny.
I don't do clowns. No clowns for me on my birthday, Mama.
Don't do it.
So why is the word for a fear of long words, hippopotamustrosis equipidophobia, so long?
What the heck? Am I supposed to answer these? Okay, so my answer to that is because people are mean and just and like to perpetuate people's phobias.
I'm going to try to pronounce that again. Hippopotamustrosis equipidophobia.
It sounds like you're about to like it.
Sounds like a Dr. Seuss word. If Superman is so smart, why does he wear his underwear over his trousers?
You know, I've always heard like that if you are prone to rashes, that's like the better option. He's actually, it's not that he's not smart. He's just trying to prevent like chafing.
So y'all, it's cool to wear your underwear over your pants.
Only if you have chafage.
Chub rub.
Mom, I'm so sorry.
Chub rub.
Oh my God.
Question number 4. Why do you need an appointment to see a psychic?
Well, you know, I really don't have anything for that at all. I mean, I think it's more along the lines for us mortals to be able to keep up. I mean, they know when you're going to call. But it's more for us.
Right. Like, they don't even write it down.
They don't write it down.
We know. Like, just make sure you write it down.
This is for you. Yeah.
So, last question. If 4 out of 5 people suffer from diarrhea, does that mean the 5th person enjoys it? This is a serious question, Hayley.
You know what? What the heck? I have no response to that. It's like the 4 out of 5 dentists that are okay with Crest toothpaste. I don't know. Maybe there is one person that likes that to happen. I don't know, dentists. This is awful.
Well, that was what the heck.
What the heck? All right. Yay. That was good.
That last question had me laughing for like 30 minutes after I read it.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
So how can people reach you on Facebook and social media, things like that?
Well, they can always Google, I guess. No, Facebook is Hayley McDaniel Music, and that's Hayley McDaniel Music. Mm-hmm. And then Twitter is Hayley McTex is my handle. I'm texting. So,
is it okay if we use a video of you singing Nashville Heartbreak on the show?
Absolutely.
Cool.
You guys can use anything you want.
Sweet.
Yeah. So,
y'all be sure to request Nashville Heartbreak on all radio stations. I don't care what kind of station it is. It could be The Blaze, you know what I mean? Ask for Nashville Heartbreak, because it's got to be on every single radio station.
That's awesome. Thank you.
You're very welcome. So this has been another great episode of the ETX ROCKS Show. I'm D Scribs. Now remember, support your local music and ETX Rocks.
What's going on, everybody? Zeb Rogers here. I want to just remind you guys to go out and support your local music and ETX Rocks.
That smile, it gets me every time. I know the look could write a book on good-looking southern men and all the broken hearts they leave behind. Well, I barely finished moving out from the last one's house. You're another handsome cowboy here to rope me in somehow. But I don't want another Nashville heartbreak to come and sweep me up like a Louisiana hurricane. You're here today, gone with the wind. Saddle up and ride again. This cowgirl's had all she can take. Well, I won't make the same mistake on another Nashville heartbreak. A heartbreak, Nashville heartbreak. Oh no. Don't know why being alone has always been this hard. I guess it's about time I figured out. Oh, when you're my friend, you can't pretend that you're Mr. Right. We both know you're Mr. Right now. Part of me thinks maybe I could give you a try, but twice bitten, baby, 3 times shy, and I can't lie. But I don't want another Nashville heartbreak to come and sweep me up like a Louisiana hurricane. You're here today, gone with the wind. Saddle up and ride again. This cowgirl's had all she can take, and I don't want another Nashville heartbreak to shake me round again like a California earthquake. Give me time and room to breathe. Show me love that I'll believe. This cowgirl's had all she can take. Well, I won't make the same mistake on another Nashville heartbreak. Heartbreak, a Nashville heartbreak. Oh no. A Nashville heartbreak. Oh no. A Nashville heartbreak. Oh no. Here you come, walking up, wearing those tight jeans.
Covering music-related content of all genres, and it filters through Eastern Texas. We want you. Come and talk to me from Texarkana down to the coast, Dallas down to Houston, and everything in between. We are ETX ROCKS!